Hello everybody, today we're going to be starting a new series for baseball. Today we're going to be looking at the Twins against every single team in the MLB and comparing their lineups and seeing who is the favorite for every single matchup. This is going to be a new series and I'm going to be starting off today with the Twins versus the Royals. We're going to be looking at their lineup, their bench, their pitching, and their bullpen. And we're going to be comparing them from each other to see which one we think is the best. So here we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, so let's get started. So today we're going to do the Twins and the Royals, and we're going to be looking at their lineups first. So we're going to start off with the Twins. The Twins this year have Miguel Sano as their first base. Also, we can see the positions over here. So we have Miguel Sano at first base. We have Luis Arraez at second base. We have Jorge Polanco at shortstop. We got Josh Donaldson at third base. Eddie Rosario, Byron Buxton, and Max Kepler in the outfield. Mitch Garver at catcher, and Nelson Cruz in DH. The Royals lineup is a little bit different and a little bit more kind of not finished yet. For the first baseman, they don't really have any locks yet. It's kind of between Ryan O'Hearn and Ryan McBroom, which will be their first base. Second base, we have Nicky Lopez. Shortstop, we have Adalberto Mondesi. Third base, we have Hunter Dozier. In the outfield, we have Whit Merrifield, Jorge Soler, and Alex Gordon. Their catcher, we have Salvador Perez, and their DH is probably between Bubba Starling or Brett Phillips, somewhere around those lines. So the lineups, who I think is better? Honestly, the Twins basically have this down. Almost every single position, I would say the Twins just have a lot better. First base, we have Miguel Sano. They don't even know who they have yet. Miguel Sano is both better than Ryan O'Hearn and McBroom. They both don't play a lot of games, and they're both not that great. I think first base for us, we definitely win in. Second base, both Nicky Lopez and Luis Arraez are not power hitters. But last year, Luis Arraez had a 340-something average, and Nicky Lopez, I think, had like a 2.0 something. All I know is Luis Arraez had a way higher average than Nicky Lopez. To be honest, Nicky Lopez isn't great offensively, so I think that also goes for the Twins for Luis Arraez. Shortstop, that's pretty close between Jorge Polanco and Adalberto Mondesi. But again, I'm going to have to go with Polanco. He can hit more home runs. He hits for very good average. Last year he had about a 295 average. He's just very good. Another point for the Twins, I guess. Then we have third base. Now, if I was making this video like a week and a half from now, I would say Hunter Dozier. But because the Twins just signed Josh Donaldson, I think Josh Donaldson's better than Hunter Dozier. Because I think Hunter Dozier is probably better than Miguel Sano, just because Miguel Sano is kind of an up and down type guy. So, honestly, if I was doing this earlier, I would have gave this to the Royals for Hunter Dozier, but I honestly think Josh Donaldson is just a lot better. The outfield. This one's actually pretty close, because they both have very good outfield. Eddie Rosario versus, Jorge Soler or Alex Gordon or Whit Merrifield, they're all pretty good. I will say Whit Merrifield, though, is very good, and I would say that Whit Merrifield definitely is the best out of these six. Jorge Soler can hit a lot of home runs, but so can Max Kepler after hitting 36. Byron Buxton's really fast, so I'm going to say that for the outfield, I'm going to say that probably it's pretty close, actually, because left field, I would say, it goes between Eddie Rosario and I think Jorge Soler's their left fielder. I would say that's probably Jorge Soler. Center field between Byron Buxton and Merrifield, I would go Royals. But for right field, Max Kepler versus Alex Gordon, I would probably go Max Kepler. And sorry if I mixed up the positions, but you know what I mean. Then we have catcher. Catcher, we have Mitch Garver versus Salvador Perez. I'm going with Mitch Garver. He is very good, hits a lot of home runs. Pretty obvious. I'm going to go with catcher for the Minnesota Twins. DH, I'm also going to go Nelson Cruz. When I looked, I couldn't really find any DHs for them. I just kind of looked, and basically Bubba Starling, Brett Phillips, somebody around there would be their DH. They don't really have a lot of a lock for kind of their designated hitter, so I'm just gonna have to put them as it, and they're both not that great. So overall, the lineups, I definitely think the Twins have a lot better of lineup. Next up, we're gonna be looking at the bench. So the bench for the Twins, we have Alex Avila, their backup catcher, who's okay. Jake Cave, who's pretty good, can hit pretty good. Williams Astudillo, who is a third backup catcher, kind of a multi-positional type guy, kind of a backup utility. So he's okay. He can do lots of positions, but his hitting is not that great. Marwin Gonzalez is very, very, very solid. He can play basically any position in baseball, almost every single position, besides probably catcher, but he can definitely do a lot of positions, and he's pretty good at the bat. He has a little bit of pop, so our bench is pretty good for the Twins. Bench for them, I put in Ryan McBroom, again, another kind of maybe one of their first basemen. It could be technically Ryan O'Hearn. I'm just putting him in as the bench because it's probably going to be Ryan O'Hearn. So he's okay hitting, but I don't know. Cheslor Cuthbert is probably their best one in the bench. He's okay at hitting, but still not great. And Cam Gallagher, I don't know a whole bunch about him. I think he's their backup catcher. So, yeah. Next up, we're going to go pitching. So we're going to look at their pitching rotation. Now, both the Twins and the Royals don't have good pitching. But the Royals have very, very bad pitching. So, without even me showing you guys, we can probably say that the Twins are basically going to win this. I mean, their best guy is Brad Keller, and I believe last year he had a 4-point-something ERA, which is not great. We have Jose Barrios, who is pretty good. He did very well last year. I think Jose Barrios is very good for our number one spot versus Brad Keller. Our second spot, we have Jake Odorizzi, another very solid pitcher who did very good last year. And then they have Danny Duffy. Not the best. We have Homer Bailey at third. Now, these are the three that we have locked in for sure are going to be in our starting rotation this year. Homer Bailey last year didn't do terrible, but he's Homer Bailey. You can't really know what you can expect from him, So, some years in the past he's done not great. Some years he's done okay. Last year he did okay. So, if he does good as last year, then that will be pretty good. And then we have Jacob Junis as their third pitcher, and yeah. Fourth up, we have Randy Dobnak. He is a very good rookie. Last year, he did very, very good. He started a couple of games, and he did very good overall. Good ERA, good whip. He did just very good in general. He really was a good pitcher. I'm putting out number 4 because these are the 4 that are basically available. There are obviously some backups like Lewis Thorpe or Brutus Gradial or somebody else like that could fill in for number 5, but Randy Dobnak, I know, is probably going to be in there. Then we have Mike Montgomery. Again, not great. I mean, the Royals pitching is not great at all, so. Next up, we have the pitching for the Twins. We have Michael Pineda. Now, he's not going to be starting out because of his 60-day suspension, so he'll be coming in, I think, May, so he'll be coming in later, but if he does as good as he did last year, then he should be good to go. Then we have Glenn Sparkman. Glenn Sparkman, I think, was actually a bullpen, but I guess they might put him in the pitching. I don't know how Glenn Sparkman will do. I think he's probably one of the better pitchers they have, but I don't really know how good he will do, because again, the Royals pitching is very, very bad. Brad Keller's probably the best, and he had not the best ERA. Then we have Rich Hill. He's also going to be going to come in kind of mid-June just because of a Tommy John surgery. But when we got Rich Hill and Homer Bailey, I was probably more excited for Rich Hill because I know he's a lot better. He is really old, but he is definitely a lot better. Then we have Jorge Lopez. I don't know much about him. So he might do good. I don't know. He's kind of just a backup type guy. So he could do good for the pitching, but I mean, if we're going by pitching here, the Twins easily win this. This is like the Royals pitching is definitely their weakness. They definitely have a better lineup. But next up, we have our bullpen. Twins have a great bullpen. So we have Tyler Duffey, we have Taylor Rogers, Trevor May, Sergio Romo, and Tyler Clippard. Out of those 5 guys, every single one of them are very, very good. Twins have a great bullpen. These are great guys. These are great bullpen arms. The Twins have very good bullpen. Taylor Rogers is an excellent closer. Tyler Clippard, we just got this offseason. Sergio Romo, we got trade deadline last year. And then Tyler Duffey and Trevor May, we've had for a couple of years, and they've both done very good. Then we have the bullpen of the Royals. Now, the Royals bullpen is kind of small. I was trying to fit this in. We have Ian Kennedy. He's okay. I mean, he's probably their main guy for the Royals. We have Scott Barlow, Tim Hill, and Kyle Zimmer, which are all in their bullpen. And their bullpen is, okay. But overall, I'm going to say this is a pretty easy one between the Twins and the Royals. We probably knew from the beginning that the Twins are a lot better than the Royals. They won last year. They were the favorite. I'm going to favorite the Twins. I think the Twins will do better than the Royals this year. And yeah, so hope you guys like this video. And I'll be sure to do the next team in one of these next days. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.